What's going on YouTube? It's the Beard here with Kaplow Entertainment, and today we're taking a look at Project Cars 2 in VR. That's right. Now this game has been released not too long ago, and I didn't want to just jump at the masses and jump right on board and start pumping out videos. I wanted a chance to get to know it, a chance to see what it was all about, and form an opinion before I really voiced anything on the matter. Because let's face it, there was a lot of hype living up to this game. And it had a lot of expectations to fulfill. With Project Cars 1 being the hit that it was, and all the other competition today in the racing sims market, we really had to give this one a fair shake and see what it's all about. So what I thought we would do today is take a look at the VR immersion, and we're going to start a new career mode right here. As you can see, I've gone ahead, I've set this up. I haven't done anything with it yet. Selected my car with a nice livery. I thought that was pretty sharp looking. I didn't want to go with anything too crazy. And all the career settings are the same. Everything here is all the same. So we're just going to jump right to this. And I'm going to try and give you a bit of a feel, albeit in 2D, of what the VR users get in 3D. So please do keep in mind that, you're not going to have as good of visuals as you would if you had the VR headset on. So let me just get this down here, get it situated on my head properly. Holy, it's not on my head properly. There we go. There's a little bit of setup when using VR. It's not just pick up and go, but it's pretty dang close. All right, so tuning setup. Let's take a look here. All my settings are in, pretty much how I've left it all. I like it simply as is right now. I don't think my brakes need to be quite so far like so. 60-40 is a good split. My tire pressure a little less on the front than I do in the back. I'm leaving my tires set automatic by weather. We're not trying to smash records here. We just want to show you what it's all about. So here we go. I do need to save that, and we will put it to the existing. There we go, and let's just get to this. Now right off the hop, take a look at what we see with the VR headset. As far as the car goes, is that not fantastic? You get a real level of immersion in this. Just looking even out through the sides and whatnot, it's pretty fantastic. Now, we are racing in Britain. That's why the wheel is on the opposite side here. Don't panic. They're not changing things up. This is just how it is. Okay, and off we go. So, now, I do have my settings at the moment. They're maybe not tweaked exactly where I would want them visually. But again, I'm not sure how the VR is going to record on this. Now, I'm going to take my time and get my tires nice and hot here before we do a whole lot of what. So, we're going to race around the track, get a feel for it. I have been playing mostly outside of VR just to kind of learn things and go. So, it is quite a different experience in here. And one that I would rather do a little more than not. But, holy, let me tell you, it is... it's almost tiring when you do a VR after VR after VR after VR. And that's just something you kind of need to experience to understand. But okay, we're rocking, we're moving. I seem to have a few particles on screen, and I could probably fix that from playing with my settings. But now let's talk about the game while we do our warm-up lap here. One of the things that Project Cars 2 has done right, okay, is the physics. They greatly improved the physics and the handling of the vehicles. And not that it was bad before, but you certainly do notice a difference now compared to how it was. I found Project Cars 1 to be not quite as realistic as, say, Assetto Corsa. I think Assetto Corsa won the crown. But Project Cars 2 would certainly give Assetto Corsa a run for the money. And if not, trump it. I think it's all a matter of opinion and what people like and so on and so forth. My money at the moment is with Project Cars. I am a supporter of Assetto Corsa, and it is a game that I'll continue to return to. However, Project Cars 2 just seems to have a little more to it. The game was developed with VR in mind, whereas Project Cars, they brought it out and VR was added after the fact, and it had its own shares of issues. And, these are all, a little bit of slide. These are all things you have to take into consideration when approaching these games. The graphics, there wasn't really anything wrong with the graphics in Project Cars 1. However, let me say this. With the 3D modeling of, say, for instance, in the stands, the cars, the vehicles, the fans themselves, it gives a better depth of field. It gives a more of an immersion than there was before. Previously, I would say that the 2D models that they had on the side took away from the gameplay. So with Project Cars, they certainly got that right. The sounds, the audio quality has been improved. Now, again, not that it was bad before, but now you certainly feel it. And just take a moment and listen to it rev. And it changes with each car. They definitely got that right, if you ask me. So we're going to do a little what around here on the career mode. And we'll see where we get to. It might be a little bit of a gameplay series we'll pop into every now and then, because I certainly do enjoy it. And we'll do the series a little bit with VR and a little bit without VR. But I thought it was very important to showcase, sorry I'm hitting the mic, to showcase the VR and everything that it offers with the new age of games that are coming out. If you're unsure whether or not you should get into VR, now is the time to go. Now, I do use the HTC Vive. I find that the Vive is very competitive on the market. It has a lot of very good reviews, and I can certainly back that up, although I do not have a comparison. I do not own the Oculus Rift. I've been told that the Oculus Rift for racing, as you're sitting still, is a little better, but not much that the average gamer is going to see. But the motion tracking and the lighthouses that come with the Vive is the reason that I went for it. It's just there's a little bit more to it, a little bit more coverage as far as the room scale. Although now the Oculus does have out the touch, and but without having the ability to try it, I can't really compare the two. All I can tell you is I am very happy with the Vive and the experiences that it has provided me. Let's see how we're doing here. I'm cutting these corners a little off. You can see I have the racing lines on here. As I am new to the racing sims, I find it helpful. It's not like Project Cars 1 where you follow it the whole way through. I mean, you literally only get it going through the corners, which is an important part. Let me just romp that gas there. Which is, speaking of romping the gas, that is the first mistakes I made getting into this game was I was heavy on the gas, in and out of corners, and certainly not the best approach to a racing sim. It is much like, a simulation, much like the real thing. So you have to be careful on how you work that gas and how you turn and steer into it. Always try to brake beforehand. All right, looks like our times are doing a little better. Let's see if we can improve on that a little bit. All right. Get ourselves rocking around these corners here and get some speed up. Now, I have played around with some of the other cars. Let me tell you, when you jump into a supercar, holy. I mean, you have to be ready for it. Oh, looks like we're ganging on somebody here. I'm going to ease through this corner a little bit. Try to come out with as much speed as possible. There we go. Pick our lines. We are currently sitting in, 10th place, so we're really not doing that great. All right, let's get around here and see if we can improve our time. Give it a little squirrely coming out the corners. We'll push through the corner here and try and keep our line. Now, I know the cars like to go a little wider on this section. I prefer to head in just a little bit and try and cut the track down a little. There we go. Oh, and I got somebody up behind me here. Not too sure if he came in off the side of the track or I didn't see him there. All right, we'll hit the brakes, get it out a second. Take this corner with a little pizzazz. Coming out of it with speed, not too bad. See if we can make a move on this guy here on the straight coming up. We're going to have to go around him. There we go. Now, the car AI in this isn't too bad. I find it better than Project Cars 1, and comparable more in the lines, I would say, maybe with Assetto Corsa, but the thing is you can adjust the settings. Now, I haven't really toyed around with it too much. You can make them more aggressive. Personally, I like a bit of that realism where they're not trying to kill you. You know, they're actually worried about their own skin. Because let's face it, if you're in the middle of a real race, you're not going to go crashing into guys. You might in an Xbox or a PC version, and that's about where that's going to end. Be careful he doesn't knock our back end out there. Here we go. Buddy coming out of the pits. That's what happened last time round. Oh, it looks like my partner. Come in here with a little bit of speed. And that's how we do it. And we have moved ourselves into the first position on our times. And I think we're pretty much ready here, guys. So I'm going to just lift my headset here. And that way I can see what I'm doing. We're going to return to the pit box and move to the end of the session. Okay, let's go on to qualify and see how we do here. Now, I'm not going to do any restarts. If I completely mess up, I mess up, and it is what it is. And if I do great, well, all the power to the beard, baby. Let's do it. Okay, coming out of the pits, about half speed here. We're going to have to get our tires all heated up once again. We don't want to go too aggressive, but we have to complete a lap first. We want to have a nice hot lap. Here we go, as Buddy says. So we'll listen to him. He seems to know what he's talking about. Some type of like racing guy. So we're going to just take it a little bit easy here. Try and heat them up. You can see them in the bottom right corner there. So everything's pretty cold right now. So, and the cars really do handle accordingly. When your tires are cold, you can lose your back end, man. It can slip out like it's nobody's business. We'll give her a little speed here. But we will ease through the corners on this first lap. It's not about our time right now, but I would like to hold a position. I don't want to be fighting a whole bunch of vehicles when we're trying to get our good lap going, get our good lap time, and see if we can get P1 or at least P2 or P3 would be nice. Down to second through the corner. Cut it a little bit, and that's our boy right in front of us there. Maybe he'll be kind enough to let us pass here. There we go. Good man. Okay, so this should be it coming through. We can set our lap times now. So now we want to give her a little speed. Tires are reasonably warm, I would suppose. It's important to watch those corners. You know, the instinct is just to hit the gas and go flying on through. But any race simmer will tell you that just simply doesn't work. You have to take the appropriate steps. Slow down, do your braking before you enter the corner. So as you're going through the corner, you can accelerate through it and regain your traction. The hard part is not braking too soon and losing ground you may have made up through the last previous section. All right, here we go here. This isn't too bad of a corner we're coming into now. Let's just work through it. Some juice, not too shabby. I'll make a race simmer out of you yet, Beard. All right. On the brakes pretty good here. Just to give her a little, and now accelerate through. Keep that traction, Beard. Nice work. Okay. Not too bad. Could be better. I love the flutter from the, if you look at the windshield wiper, it gives a sense of your speed from the flutter you get. Try and cut that a little bit. Okay, we're going to want to get past this guy if we can. Right up here would be ideal. We'll cut that corner a bit. Stay on the track. All right, now. Come on, buddy, out the way. Where's my horn? I'm going to try and cut him here. There we go. He moved out the way. Oh, stay on the track. Stay on target. Oh, he hit me in the back end. We have contact. We have contact. No flags up or anything. It is just a qualifying round. So, contact is a little bit, Almost went squirrely. Okay, so we're coming out of that a little under speed, but it'll do. Now, where are we sitting right now? We are in 5th position. Not good enough where I want to be. Get my braking done ahead of time. Juice it, Beard. Let's go. Okay, we're going to try and take this section a little bit faster this time and see how we do here. Get the turn nice and early. Keep the gas on for traction. Oh, and we're gonna have issues. Yep, there's issues. All right, well, it is what it is. Let's get back on track here. Take a few of those cones out. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. There goes part of my front end. Okay, we need to stick to the inside so as not to interfere here. Okay, we've taken a position. We're looking good. See if we can pick up another spot here. So unfortunately, we need to get through a lap. Now, something we could do is we could just simply try and take it a little bit further back. We'll probably end up in about P6 or 7 if we finish our qualifying round right now, which we do have the option of doing. And I don't want this video to go too long, so let's just see. How we do here. Love the sense of realism, the feel of it. I mean, look at the view, the visuals that you get with this headset are incredible. All right, we've got to move on this guy. Oh, he's making a move on us. Whoa, buddy. Hey, easy there, Tiger. Yeah, you got forced on the inside. That gave us the jump. Not too shabby. Let's cut this a little. All right, now I am playing with the Thrustmaster TMX. The paddle shifters are my only options right now. And it works quite well, but I will invest in a proper shifter in the very near future. Okay, we got a little speed coming out of that corner. Now, we're going to try and just get a little bit of ground here. How'd we do there? Not too shabby. Okay, we've moved up. We are currently sitting in 3rd position, so we will do one more lap. See if we can better that at all. All right. Moving pretty good here. Gaining a little bit of ground on this guy. We're in a slipstream. Not too bad. A little bit more ground. Taking the inside. Okay, we got him, but can we hold it here? All right. Let's see what that does for us. Looking at that position to change. No change. We're coming off a little bit of a bad angle in this corner, but we can make it work. Okay. We're going to take that, and we're going to return to the pits. Skip to the end, and how did we do? We retained third, well, P3, not too bad. Not too bad. So we'll knock this race out real quick and see how she goes. Again, let's take a quick look around here. Pretty fantastic. Not too shabby. I quite like that. All right. Let's go ahead and start. Oh, we got a good start there, boys. A little bit long on the shift, though, unfortunately. See if I can get through this guy. Give myself a little bit of a... Very nice. Okay, somebody hit me. Yeah, he's right behind me. He's giving me a push. Coming through there with a little bit of speed. Down a second. Take that corner, clip it. There we go. On the juice. Very nice. Let's see about cutting this a little bit. Straighten her out. Excuse me. Okay. Now we're looking pretty good, guys. Yes, sir. Put a little bit of ground in between us. I'd say I probably got about a second on them. Now, something I did, and I'm not sure if it's affecting my visuals here, is right now I have my Vive running off of a display port with an adapter to the HDMI. And that may be affecting my frame, and I notice it's not quite as clean as it was. The reason I did this, well, to be quite honest, I have multiple monitors, and it was the only way I could get more than one monitor in play and keep the Vive going. But I think that for future recordings, I'll swap that back. I just don't want to constantly be swapping it around. So if you have a Vive and you have multiple monitors, but you only have the one HDMI off the back of your video card, I'm sporting a 1070, let me know what you did. Let me know what sort of approach you took. And while we're at it, guys, if you could do me a favor right now, if you made it this far, please like, comment, and share. And a big subscription, if you haven't done it already, would be absolutely fantastic. You'll get more videos, but it helps my channel out in ways that you just can't imagine. It helps me out more than you know. So enough of that self-promotion. Let's go. We need to keep pushing on this here. Rolling through fourth. Looking pretty good. We got 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining within the race. If we can secure our position here and move it up just a little bit further. I'm maybe a little low in my gear, but it works. There we go. I've still got somebody in my rear view. I see him lurking back there. We're not in any real danger of him making a move right now, though. He's a little bit far back. Went a little squirrely coming around that corner there. Pushing through here now. Let's see where we get through. What do we got for time? Okay, well, not too bad. That was a best lap. I'm going to try and come through this with a little heat. Now, because we're in first, I don't want to take too many chances. But, you know, I would certainly like to improve my times if it's viable. This one guy, he's holding with me. Whoever that is back there, and I can't quite see his name. Who is that? CLR? CLR? I'm not sure who that is. But he's doing quite well back there. He's keeping up. And we're doing quite well up here, actually. This isn't too bad. You know, without adjusting the difficulty, I haven't won a whole ton of races yet. I have to be honest. Just because it's tough. You make one mistake, and that's it. You're in the bottom, and you get, you know, you push down to 7th or 8th P, or even P10 or worse. And that's just not where we want to be. Oh. Almost a little squirrely. That gave him a chance to catch up. He's back there. He's keeping the pressure on us, but that's okay. the beer's feeling a little frosty. Let's see if we can pull through this here. These are the corners that get me right here. Sometimes you slide off track. And if you slide off track, well, you can imagine. Not only do you lose time and positions, but you often spin out and it can make it rather hard to recover from. Okay, not too bad. We got that corner down, it seems. Where is he back there? Oh, yeah. Well, he's there. Oh, I went a little wide on that one. This is going to affect this corner and my time through it. Excuse me. Okay, we came out of it pretty good, but he's really on us there. He's putting the pressure on. We got to be careful. One little mistake is all it's going to take for him to make a move. And in this particular racing division that I've picked, it runs by time and not necessarily your number of laps. Once the time runs out, I have all right, buddy, thanks very much. You're making me feel like a champ. Appreciate you. But I bet you say that to all the drivers, eh, big guy? All right, here we go. This is the important section. This is where I find we can either make a little time or mess things right up. Well, he's right there. Push, push, push. Okay, well, we certainly came through that with more speed than our opposition here. Very nice. Love the sounds and with the force feedback on the wheel. Mixed with the sounds, it's just so pleasing. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, we're gonna cut this a little bit here. Whew, man. Can't shake this guy. Normally I'm trying to catch them. So it's kind of nice being ahead of them. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I've had some success as of lately. But it sure took a little bit. There was a learning curve there. You know, right out the box, so to speak. Although it's a digital copy. There was a bit of a learning curve with the way they handle. I mean, there is the difference in the physics, as I mentioned earlier. And it makes it a little more challenging, a little more realistic. And that's something I certainly like about Project Cars 2. Oh, there we go. Got a little squirrely for a second. You can feel your back end with the force feedback. And, you know, with the immersion of the VR headset, you get even more of a feel on how your car is handling. Can't help but slide on that corner. How we doing? This should be it right here. Yes, sir. All right, we took P1. Not too shabby, boys and girls. Where's our other guy? Team Shellstrom. He's down here. He brought in P10. Well, a lot of help you were, buddy. Come on, man. Oh, did he get bumped? He got bumped. He sure did. Well, there we have it, boys and girls. That's about how we're going to do it here today. We managed to pull it through. We kept that P1 right off the get-go, and it was all due to our well, we were placed in the top 3 in our qualifying, and that made a big difference. We didn't have as much of a line of traffic to get through. So I want to thank you for joining me again, guys. If you haven't by now, please hit that like, and do me a favor, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. Until next time, I am the Beard with Kaplow Entertainment. This has been Project Cars 2 in VR. And the next the next time round, I should say, we'll maybe try without the VR and see how we do then. All right, guys, make sure you comment, like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you, my friends. All right.